very, very warm welcome to Cygnia Healthcare, and I'm Thankam Gomez, the host for the show, and I'm so proud. I'm so very happy to have Mrs. Gracy Mathai. I call her Ma'am Gracy Mathai to this talk show here. Ma'am, I'm so honored to have you as our very first guest on this talk show, and we hope that such more talk shows will come. But I will always remember that you are my first guest, and there is very good reason for you being here as the first guest for us. So a very, very warm welcome to Cygnia Healthcare.
Thank you, Thankam. I'm also so happy to tell you that you have chosen me as your first candidate for this talk show. I'm really glad because I know that I'm personally also is proud that I'm one of the senior most nurse in this country, still working. There may be many other nurses in the country, but I don't think that there are many who is working. I'm still working at the age of 70.
I totally understand, ma'am. Nobody will say that you are 70. So you can understand why I invited you to the show. For me, also, it is a great motivation that when I am 70, I should be like this. I'm very, very proud. So, my dear friends, Mrs. Gracie Mathai or Gracie Mathai, ma'am, is one of the unique nurses in the country who has broken the glass ceiling first time, and she has started as a nurse, a nursing superintendent, then administrator, quality head, COO, and now she is chief executive officer of Baby Memorial Hospital. And it's such a proud moment to have you on our show, and this is going to be a great motivator for all the nurses out there. And I think many young nurses are going to feel proud that they are also nurses, and they're going to take a lot of lessons from you. So friends, that how we are going to do this is in the form of an interview. I'm going to ask ma'am few questions, and through those answers, I am hoping that all of us are going to be motivated. I am 100% sure that I'm going to be motivated. So ma'am, can we start with the interview?
Yes, Thankam, thank you. I know that our contact is since I think some almost 15 years that you know me and I know you.
I know, ma'am. I always, keep thinking that I never had a chance to, work with you. But I'm very, very happy that I have known you and I have followed you. So that is, I think the moment you shifted to Kerala, that was kind of became a very big news that, ma'am has shifted out from Mumbai and, gone to Kerala. So, ma'am, my first
Okay.
question is going to be, you you just had a fantastic journey, I should say that, and so how did you break this so-called glass ceiling of nursing into administration?
Thankam, to tell you really, it all happened automatically. That's what I have never applied for anything. It
Wow.
came automatically. See, I was working in Mumbai, Lilavati Hospital as a nursing director, and then someone came to know about me, and I don't know, it may be again, it happened all of a sudden. My father-in-law was sick, and then he asked my husband, can you come to Kerala?
Okay.
And the next day, we have a discussion, and then I said, Hari, how can I leave this job and go? Then he said, no, when father is calling, we have to go. Next day, I am getting a call from Dr. Abdullah, that is managing director of MIMS, that I heard you are planning to come to Kerala. I don't know whether you had a dream because we have not told anyone. Only we both had discussion, not even to our children, just discussion. And like telepathy, he's calling me, and then he said, I want you to come to my place. I don't know, somehow at that particular moment of anxiety, as well as at that moment of thinking about my father in law, I said, okay. Then he said, then don't wait, come within a day.
Okay.
He sent me the ticket and I came over here. That was the only one time I have given an interview to tell you. Then my growth is from there, everything was automatic. Now, 5 years I worked at MIMS as nursing director. All of a sudden, my chairman, Dr. Asad Mupan, that time chairman, he just called me and said that I am going to make you as hospital administrator. It was really a surprise to me. I asked, sir, how come? Now, hospital administrator means I have to deal with all the doctors. I don't know whether the doctor will agree that I, being a nurse, to be there at their help. I said, sir, it will be okay if you can speak to the doctors and take their concurrence. And then he told me, I have already taken their concurrence. I said, how nice. Then I have accepted. Within 1 year, he said, I am going to change you to GM administration and HR. Okay, that also came automatically. Within 1 year, our Kottakkal project was coming up. The means have a second project at Kottakkal.
Okay.
I was involved from the stone laying ceremony onwards for the Kottakkal in everything. And when it came to commissioning, he told me that you are going to head that as COO, Chief Operating Officer.
Wow.
He sent me over there and I was managing that Kottakkal one. 2 years I managed. By the end of maybe 2 to 2.5 years, my husband suddenly fell sick. He had a stroke. And unfortunately, at that particular time, he and my children were staying at Ernakulam and I was staying alone at Kottakkal. I used to go only in the weekend over there or they used to come over here. So when he got a stroke, then I thought, no, now Calicut or Kottakkal is not a good place for me. I have to be there in Ernakulam. So I spoke to him. You know what he did? He transferred me to Astra Med City, and where the foundation stone laying ceremony was also not over. Only the discussions were going on. They have only acquired the land. See, he appointed me there, head administration and quality, looking after everything. But there is nobody, only the workers, few engineers, and then one HR person, and I was heading the entire thing. That's why I'm telling you, I didn't apply for anything. And there, during the 2 years of construction period, I was managing everything. And as soon as the construction is over, when at the time of commissioning, we have appointed the CEO, CMS, and everything. And then he put me as the quality chief of the entire country. We were having at that particular time some 14 hospitals across India. So he made me the quality chief across the country, and the hospital work is being given to someone else. So that is what I grew. Now from there, in 2016 October, I took leave because I was sick. And then my family said, no, now no more. Now you have to put a stop into this. So I really put a stop. But unfortunately, I went for some religious thing and all in Parimala Church and all. Then I become okay. Then I was just sitting, and this chairman, Baby Memorial Hospital, he just requested me. It was not anything like that. She just requested me that whether I can come and help him in the quality journey. And you know, quality is my passion. So I joined over here as the chief quality officer. And again, I told him that I'll be here only for 1 or 2 years. He said, okay. And at the end of 2 years, I went to tell him that, see, sir, I'll be leaving now, almost 2 years over. Anyway, I'm staying with my family over here. My husband is also there with me. Because my grandchildren said, Mama, Amachi is not going to stay alone in Calicut. Only Apacha will come and we will stay alone at Ernakulam. So, by the end of this 2 years, I went to him. And now to my surprise, I never dream of. He said, no, how can I leave you? I want to give you additional job and you are going to be the CEO of the organization because the present CEO wanted to leave. So thus I become the CEO in October 2018. Now it's almost going to be 2 years. You can imagine that's what my journey from the nursing to administration. It was not because I don't like nursing or it was not because I love administration. It's all the God's plan. That's the only thing what I can say.
Fabulous journey, ma'am. But I am very sure that you got all these different opportunities because of certain attributes that you were carrying with you.
100%.
Right?
100%.
So my next question is related to that. That you being a nurse and a nursing head, what are those skills that helped you when you became a hospital head, whether it is COO or CEO?
That I am very proud to tell you, Ms. Thankam. Now see what has happened. You know, we nurses, from the first day of our life, we have the right to enter any part of the hospital. Whereas, you know, a purchase person cannot enter, a doctor cannot enter, leaving his territory. But for us, no, we can go anywhere. And that helps me. And since I have worked as staff nurse, and then of course from the staff nurse, I grown into a tutor, then principal tutor, then the principal matron or the nursing superintendent, nursing director. I have an access to entire corner of the hospital. When you have an access to enter a corner of your hospital, you know everything or every activity is what is happening over there. So you need not ask anybody's suggestion. Now also, I tell my staff, I tell my nurses when I have this either monthly or quarterly meeting, I tell them, apart from any other category of the healthcare worker in the organization, nurses have a bright chance to become a successful administrator, because you know the working of the entire department, you know how the store work, you know how the pharmacy work, you know how the housekeeping is managing, you know how
Yeah.
doctors are managing. So everything is there from cath lab, and there is no restricted area for you. I think that, and of course my passion for knowing individual area, individual thing, going into detail. I never sit in my office and manage. I go to their area and I seek them. If a new machine is being brought in the cath lab, I go to them and I ask them, show me how it is functioning. What is the difference than our earlier one and the present one? Same like if a new one is being brought anywhere else, I go there and I ask them. Even my nurses, maybe a junior nurse who has just learned, I ask her how you use this ventilator, how you use the Philips ventilator from the other ventilator. So what is the difference between these two? Then I will tell her, show me, I want to learn, not that I want to know what you know. I say, I want to learn, show me. So that way I go, and that is my passion for learning. That is my passion for work. Maybe because of that, I didn't have any problem. And of course, a very good rapport with the clinician is another thing. It's my success. When I came to Baby Memorial Hospital, you have to write down it this with the red colors. And you know, almost every doctor was from the medical college, all retired professors, principal of medical college. You can imagine how they are.
I know.
One telling them to do X or Y, or that is not correct, this is correct. It was really a hell of the pain. But because of my approach, I say, sir, I just would like to come and talk to you tomorrow. What time is convenient for you? He said, no, madam, I'll come to your office. I said, no, no, no. You just tell me when you are free so that I would like to come to you. I go to them, and today, maybe with this total 4 years with the Baby Memorial Hospital, I'm so proud to tell you, anything they want, even till today, for any COVID related thing, though they are doctors, they may be having more knowledge than me. Still, they ask me, madam, in this case, what I should do. I have this, what I should do. Their juniors have any problem, they'll say, go to madam, she will tell you, she'll guide you the correct thing. I'm so happy. That's my success.
Wow, fantastic, ma'am. So I think I would summarize like your fantastic interpersonal skills and being with the people and the curiosity to learn new things, probably were your strength, the way that you are telling it. And of course, your approach, your smiling face and your approach. I think I totally agree with you, because respect is the cornerstone for any relationship. And I think that's exactly what you're saying. To manage the doctors who have come out of medical colleges, I have also worked with some, so I really know that it will not be easy for a nurse. And I think now people probably might have forgotten that you are a nurse
Yes,
now.
yes. And
Now
the
they
one additional thing, I don't want anyone to come and wait in my office, or I
yes.
don't want anyone to stand and talk to me. Be it a nurse or be it is a manager, or I ask everybody, please sit and then talk what do you want. Maybe that one sentence. I tell them, please sit. And even my PA, she used to tell me, madam, you are so genuine. I said, no, that's my way of treating the people. That also may be the another thing.
Exactly. I think, ma'am, you're bang on. You're bang on. Because something that I learned when I was working in hospital, meeting a lot of different CEOs and FDs, etc. One thing I learned, that the most important skill probably a leader should have is the fantastic interpersonal skills. And these little things always matters. When you are smiling when they come in, when you are asking them to sit down, all these little things matters, because many people, they actually forget. It's not that they don't want to ask them to sit, but they just forget. They just forget. uh, Very good, ma'am, very good. I'm sure that the people who are going to watch this video, they are going to take these small nuggets of wisdom from your answers for sure. So, ma'am, my next question is that, of course, now you have been a nurse, and now you are an administrator, that also you are a chief executive officer of a large hospital. So during this pandemic time, what are some of the habits of resilience that you would have observed in nurses during this COVID time? What are the habits of resilience? How did you find the nurses were coping and how they were finding themselves strong in this situation.
Though in my hospital, we are not treating COVID patient
Okay.
because government of Kerala, they take all COVID patient, management is by the government thing.
Okay.
But yes, it is not a disease which is being isolated in one area. Everywhere it is
Exactly.
there. So
Good
n
point.
number of people are coming. But still, I would like to say something. Maybe people should not take it into in a different way. No other healthcare worker. But still, I will say nurses are something different than all other healthcare workers. See, they always take things positively. They think that it is their responsibility, their duty. They cannot say no to anything. So that particular type, and then they have a love for humanity. Though I agree with you, there will be some people here and there maybe having a different attitude. But a good
Okay.
number of people, they have love for the humanity. They have empathy for their person. And they are hardworking. They have determined mind in them. And you know that may not be in my hospital, but what you can see through TV and through other thing and through interviews that many of the nurses who are working in the government hospital and all, they left their little children at home on someone else's hand and they are taking care of the children of someone else in the hospital. And the food, they don't have any demand that I should have first class, 5-star stay or 5-star food. Whatever is being given to them at that particular hospital, wherever they have been asked to stay, they are staying and they are working. And for 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, they have not met their people. I think that you can see mainly only in nurses, no other one. Because what we have learned from our Florence Nightingale, what our teachers, I also remember my teacher of that particular time, what they have inculcated into our mind, that how we should act or how we should, how in the Crimean War, how she went into the midst of those people and healed them. So that way, I think our nurses are 100% different. Though there are few people may not be to that way, but still I will say, people may talk on the stages and in front of nurses that you are angel, but to me, they are real angels. They are the guardian angels who
Okay.
take care of the patient who come into their care. They are not bothered about it. Now, recently also, I have one patient which came and have all possible symptoms. And because seeing the symptoms, we have told my girls, please take care. She was asked routine. But anyway, we have given them the apt protocol, apt PPE. So
Okay.
they were all in that proper PPE. So they need not worry. But still, without any hesitation, she has taken care, and that patient, we sent them her to medical college, and the report came as positive. And the government people came over here for inquiring who all have taken care of that patient and what you have done. I said, my people, anyway, immediately once I came to know that result is positive, I have asked this girl to remain in the hostel because we don't know what will be there. But they are very happy. They don't have any, their result also came as negative. None of them have. That is one of the things, especially when I speak about Baby Memorial Hospital. Now, the infection control practices, what we adopt is great. You remember that in 2018, that Nipah, where
Okay.
everybody was frightened, and the first patient have transferred the disease to 23 people. Out of that, 5 came to my hospital, and nobody have diagnosed the patient. But because my people have taken appropriate precaution and they were following the strict infection control protocol, none of my staff got infected, or none of my patient or relatives other than those patients got infected. That is still today also. Many COVID patient has come and go through my hospital, though we have not admitted them. In the OP they have come, in the ED they have come, then we have sent them to the medical college and their report came positive. But none of my staff, including my clinician, including my nurses and my other categories of people, they all are safe. It's all because of the stringent and the strict infection control practices what we follow. So I think if we can give them proper PPE and tell them what is being expected, I think that is the success, because you and I are not going to work at the bedside. It is they who are working. So
Yes.
they are really the guardian angels.
Thank you, ma'am. That's a fantastic answer. And I think what you told, that stringent infection control measures, along with the right supply of PPE and training and guidance. And then you told me earlier, before even we started the interview, that you go to them and talk to them, though you don't need to, but you are actually going to them and talking to them. So hats off to you, ma'am. At 70, I don't even want to tell that number, because God bless you, you don't look like that at all. So my next question is around that. What is the secret of your passion and energy?
But that is my attitude from the childhood, which I specifically gained from my father. My father
Okay.
is my role model. He was highly hardworking and determined. What he wanted to achieve, he see that that is being achieved. And his children were his wealth. He always say that. No, saving is my wealth is my children. So that hardworking, what he told me at that particular time. And then he always tell that early to bed, early to rise makes a
Okay.
man healthy and wise. And that
Okay.
may be of my thing also, because I go early if there is no other thing, and I get up at 5:30, whether it is Sunday, Monday, holiday, working day, any day. So that is one another thing. And another of my secret is that my food habits are very simple.
Okay.
I take nutritious food. Rather, to tell you, even till today, I take a glass of milk every day, which people may not like, but I take a glass of milk. That from my childhood till now,
Okay.
and I don't overeat. And I see that I have to take my food on time. I am having diabetic. That's the only thing which I am having some problem, medical problem. But still, I see that whatever busy I am, wherever I am, in whichever meeting, I'll see that I'll skip for a minute and I'll have something at that particular time. So that, and
Okay.
whatever medicine even my doctors have advised to me, I'll see that I take very meticulously. I always have fight with my husband because he never take. He's just opposite to me. But me, it always, if it has to be taken, whether the symptom persists or not, whether
Okay.
the result is normal or what, it is a prescription given by doctor which I have to follow. And Thankam, over and everything, a prayerful life. We start our day with prayer. I enter my office with prayer. I leave my office with prayer. I end my day with prayer. And wherever my any of my staff admitted or they are sick, even during COVID, even during flood time, I find some time in my office and I pray for them. They may not be knowing that I am praying, but I just pray for them. One day, surprisingly, my quality people, when they enter, my room was just no, I mean closed. It was not closed. It was not locked, but it was just closed. They just opened and they came and they found me praying. So that boy in our general gathering, he was telling that one side of madam, which I have not seen earlier, I have seen today, that she was praying for the Nipah and the girls, those who are taking care of the Nipah patient. So that I have a very prayerful life. And of course, as I told you, walking, not a routine walking in the morning and evening. No, I don't do anything like that. But walking in my organization during my working time,
Okay.
that is another thing because I walk a lot. Uh, Maybe when I am going to sixth or fifth floor, if it is two floor, I walk. If it is more than two floor, I take a lift. But I'll see that when I come down, always I use the staircase, not the lift. So walking, I take a lot walking. And maybe I am very positive. Anything happen, I think it's for the will of God. And let that happen. If He will feel that, let it happen. I'm a very optimistic, 100%, 110% optimistic. And I know nothing wrong will happen to me and my people. That is what if at all it happen, I will take it as it's God's wish. That's very positive in everything. Maybe these are the things. Maybe you think that I
I
am
think,
looking not
ma'am,
that.
no, 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 no. I think what you have told is really motivating for me also, because many of the things that you have mentioned, I love to follow. Sometimes I fail, but then in optimism, I'm bang on, because I believe that that is what, will keep us, going despite whatever problem comes. That I think all these secrets that you told is actually things that people should pay attention, and if they can inculcate that, it is going to definitely help us. And I'm not very young, but I must say that I'm still struggling to get some habits in place, but yes, you are bang on. And I totally agree with you on your being optimistic, being prayerful, and being grateful for all the things, and your total trust in God. That is really, I mean, you can call it in whichever way you want, but it is, I think, the total faith or trust in something supreme up there will actually make you peaceful, because there's someone else is taking care of all the big problems. We just have to help. So thank you so much. That was a fantastic and very motivating answer. My last question, ma'am, will be that uh, as you leave this talk show, what will be your, 2 or 3 advices to the nurse leaders and especially our young nurses, keeping in mind the difficult time that we are going through at this moment?
But to the leaders, I just want to tell them that they have to be with their nurses. Whatever come, there may be chances that their boss may shout at them because they take side of their girls. But I mean, girls means and girls and boys both.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, but if we are not there, like parents are not there with the children, you tell me who will be there with them? So we have to be there with them. At the same time, if there is something wrong, like how we advise our children, we have to advise them also. And I know that if you are a role model, they will listen your advice. They will take your advice. I remember when I talk, even today, they are not my direct nurses whom they are working under me directly. But when I speak, I can see that many are crying at different places. I tell them that this is a chance how God has given us to treat a sick. Whether who have the chance to treat a sick? You tell me, in your house, you may not clean a cup of glass when your mother says. But here, we clean the vomited glass, the vomited vessel for an emergency purpose. So that we do. It means the reward which will come from heaven is great like that. And I wanted to tell my youngsters that they have to be brave, they have to strong, and don't wait for any appreciation from anyone. Which I forgot to tell, even I never wait for any appreciation. I don't stand on any appreciation. Nothing can change in me when there's someone appreciate me, oh, you are great, and because I evaluate myself. I tell the people introspection. Let them introspect what they are doing. Are they doing the correct thing? Are they following the correct path? That is more than enough. Then leave everything to God. Leave themselves to God. Leave their children to God. Leave their patient to God. Leave their organization to God. He will take care of everything. He will see that if you surrender Him unconditionally, no condition. God, if you give me, I'll give you this. God, if you give me, I'll go and put one candle over there. No, 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 no. Unconditional surrendering. For everything, things will be bright. And the days are not far that everything will be over and we all will be back. Like we shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. So that is what I just wanted
I
to.
mean, I think that's going to happen very soon,
I
ma'am.
know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. And now, yes, we should not be afraid because we know that every corner there is a COVID. So we have to live with the COVID. So take the precaution, whatever government has says, whatever our organization tells. But we nursing leaders must see that they have been given proper protective PPE. That's very essential. We cannot put them into lion's mouth and say that no, lion will not eat them. No, you have to give them proper protective measure things, all equipment, and then you can expect, and they also will be happy. That's what my message to all my nurses. And I am always, now also, I feel proud to say that I am a nurse. If someone asks me, I say that I am a nurse. Then I say I am whatever I am. Some people are ashamed to say that they are nurse. Those who are specifically come out of nursing, they say, no, I am so and so. But I say, no, I am a nurse.
I thank you so much, ma'am. And I think no wonder that I invited you to this talk show as my first guest. And thank you so much for the time that you have given to us and the entire time, that valuable, answers that you have given. There is a lot of things hidden over there. And the last piece I just want to repeat is that surrender completely to God Almighty. I think that is really something we all can practice. And when tough times comes, it's far more easier to do that, because we don't have an answer. It is better to give to Him and say that God, it's in your hand. You just need to take care. So I think, ma'am, thank you so much for
No,
your
but
time.
one thing, see what
Yeah,
happened, our leaders, many times what I noticed, they talk something, but they practice something different. They have to practice what they talk. Then
exactly.
our people also will follow the same thing. They know that you are a real role model and they listen to you. They obey you. They wait for you. They overwork for you. But if it is not happening, things will be against.
I think you are bang on that last observation. You are bang on, because unless you walk the talk, nobody is going to be with you. So on that last note, ma'am, let me give you a very big thank you for being here. And this video is going to be there on YouTube, and it will be there on our website, but it'll be there for ever. I mean,
Oh,
till the
oh.
time the
Thank you
YouTube
so much. Thank you so much.
decides not to, if they want to dismantle the YouTube or whatever, but it's going to be there as a gift to all the nurses and all the nursing leaders. And I am very, very proud that you are here. And thank you so much. And I am praying for your good health, your team, and the entire nursing fraternity, and for that matter, the entire world. We all have to pray together. So thank you again, ma'am. Thanks a lot, and God bless you, and take care.
Tell
And
everybody that I love them.
yes, definitely, you can tell in the camera. I've not yet stopped recording. Please tell them that you love them.
No, I love them. I love my nurses.
Fantastic, ma'am. Thank you so much. And that love is going to strengthen a lot of nurses to be there and to look after their patients, but with the right PP. That's what you said. They should
No,
be
even
there, but
another
they
thing,
should not.
Thankam, even another thing, my growth or any nursing leader's growth is because the work of their subordinates.
Exactly.
I have grown to this level not because of my work. I have not done. Work is done by my people, and the
Exactly.
credit has come to me. So that's why.
Sometimes we forget that.
Yes,
Sometimes,
we forget that. We
yeah,
forget.
yeah.
So I am here because of them. So I love them.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much. And thank you, all of you who are watching this video here today. We are very happy that Ma'am Grace Mathai is here, and she shared her life, and she has given a lot of advices to all of us. And Cygnia Healthcare will be bringing in more such impactful, talk shows on and off, not only from leaders, even from our frontline nurses. We will be bringing some interviews, and we look after I mean, keep in touch with us, and you'll be able to see more such videos. And thank you so much, ma'am. Bye for now.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. God
Thank
bless you.
thank you, ma'am.